Hello everyone, let's begin today's live session. So hopefully everyone do really prepare yourself and let's get this started. So if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and do give us some support out of it. So remember to give us a like and subscribe, and let's begin today's live streaming sessions. So as we already mentioned that today the market is actually quite volatile. So you can see that the right now the market it's reaching back towards on the high and low and reaching back towards this ranging level. From what I'm expectations right now is that it's not quite likely to see that the gold will be breaking through this high. So why I'm saying that? Okay, there's a few reasons why. Okay, we need to know what is the trend of the market right now. So first thing first is what is the trend. Currently, we can see that the trend is actually reaching back to the lower sides, much more leaning to go back to the lower sides because the whole uptrend momentum is actually weakening down. So how can we see that? So from what we can see from the from Tuesday, we can see that the market has been spiking up and swiping low. The price do really wanted to go high, but failed to go higher from here and reaching back towards this level. So this I was expectations that today the market will be continue going lower and maybe going back to 3,600 or even much more lower from my perspective at this in the first scenario. But after that, we can see that the NFP data, the CPI data, I'm not so sure what is happening. But after that, we can see that the market has been bumping up and pushing back towards on the higher sides in a short period of time, reaching back towards on the, around 3640 around that area. So from that period of time, I do think that right now the market will be forming ranging within this range. So we can expectations right now is that the market will be forming a ranging level from 3,620 to 3,639. Around that area will be forming a ranging level. In this period of time, I don't really think that the market goal will be going higher because the whole momentum is weakening down. The downtrend is actually still intact. So in the smaller time frame, so I will be much more leaning to do shorts at this moment. Okay. Around that area will be forming a ranging level. In this period of time, I don't really think that the market goal will be going higher because the whole so this is what my expectations are. Right now, the currently market, it's much more leaning to go back to the lower sides. Okay, so if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us, and give us some support out of it because we'll be doing live sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. So if you do really like my content, please give us a like, and subscribe. So right now, I think the most important thing is that the dollar index is much more leaning to go back to the lower sides. Why I'm saying that? Okay, because I already expectations that this week the dollar index won't be going that much higher because that the dollar index is actually showing us some weakness. But I didn't really expected that this CPI data it's reaching back towards on the lower sides. But at this moment, I'm expectations that the dollar index will be going back to this level. Why I'm saying that? So why I'm saying that the dollar index will be going that lower? Okay, there's a few reasons. The first reason is that we can see that the futures, if you're pressing the DX futures, you can see that it's much more leaning to go back to the lower sides. It's actually going back to this lower. The dollar index on the futures is actually going back to this level. From this period of time, we can see that futures and CFD is actually have a really big gap. Usually we can see that the futures and the CFD might be leaning to a difference between 10 or 20 pips around that area, but right now we can see that there's a big gap between of it. So from that point onwards, my speculations right now is that estimations that the dollar index might be going back to continue going lower and reaching back towards this low. So from this period of time, I do think that we can expectations that the Euro USD will be leaning to do long positions. Okay, so let's do a quick analysis on the Euro USD. So Euro USD from yesterday onwards, we can see that the price is actually reaching back to the low, and right now, okay. So let's see. So from here, we can see that the dollar index is actually reaching through this low. And from what we can see is that the market is actually wanted to go back to the lower sides. Okay, so from what we can see right now is that the market, it's going back to the lower sides area, reaching back to this resistance area, and it's not quite likely to break through. And after that, the price is actually going back to this is a small resistance area, I guess. So we can actually just make it through with a small resistance area. Yeah, I think it should be around that. And forming back. So from what we can see right now is that the price is much more leaning to do a long positions. I mean, it's not quite leaning to do a long positions, but I do think that the price of the Euro USD is much more giving us that the price is going back to the lower sides. Okay, but as we can see, the price is actually swiping low and high at the same period. So from here onwards, we are speculations that the Euro USD is definitely going higher. Okay, so Euro USD is definitely going higher at this moment. So remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. We'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. So if you do have any questions, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and give us some support out of it, okay? Because we will be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. So give us some kind of support out of it, okay? So this is what our expectations are. Price really reach through, going back to this major supporting line, and price will be continue going higher at this moment. So at this period of time, I think that the price of gold, its Euro USD is definitely reaching back towards on the higher sides. Okay, so let's see on the GBP USD will be also the same thing. So you can see that the price of GBP is actually keep on going lower from yesterday and from the previous few days. The GBP is actually showing us some signs that it's actually going weaker and weaker. So at this moment, we can see that the price is reaching through, forming back to this resistance area. So this resistance area is we have been giving out for quite a while, reaching back. So seems like the market is wanted to go on the lower sides from here, but it's not quite likely to keep on reaching low lah. So we already expectations that this is the low of the day, and keep on doing long positions. I was thinking the price might be reaching through this resistance area, but seems like the price is keep on going higher at this moment. Definitely have a higher chance to break through this high. So I will be much more leaning to do long positions at this moment, because at this period of timing, I do expectations that the dollar index will be continue going lower sides and reaching back towards back to this lower sides. Okay, so Euro USD, JPSD, this is what I'm expectations on, and let's see on the AUD USD pairings. So from the AUD USD pairings, what can we see about it? So forming support, reaching through, riding out. I think price is actually slowing down from here, and price is actually reaching back towards on the lower sides. I do expect that this is the supporting level at this moment, but price really reach through, give us some kind of supporting level at this range. So going back, let's see. So yeah, right now But to be honest, I do think that the AUD/USD is also going, it's much more leaning to go higher at this moment of timing. So let's see, New Zealand USD, it's also the same thing, reaching through this resistance area, then swiping this low, I guess. Swiping this low. Swiping this low, and price continue to remaining this ranging level. I was thinking the price might be reaching back towards on the top side, but this might be a resistance area, and after that we can see that the price really reached back to this high. And right now I'm expectations that to be honest right now currently that the dollar index will be keep on going lower. As I mentioned, why I'm saying that, if you do really understand it, you can see that the futures is actually keep on going lower, and the CFD is actually have a really big gap between of it. So you can see that the futures and CFD is have a really big gap. So usually there will be a rebalance that the gap back towards on the range. So from that point onwards, I'm much more leaning to see that the dollar index is going lower. So everyone, it's quite okay to do long positions on Euro USD, GBP right now. It's actually quite okay. AUD USD, Euro USD, New Zealand USD, AUD USD, everything product will be continue going higher. Why I'm saying that, if you do really go through the trading view, just go through that and you can see the big difference between the futures. So you can just type trading view press DX and you can see that there's a big difference and a big gap between of it. So the futures and for the futures and from the CFD. So this is the biggest point and biggest difference. That's why I'm saying that it's quite much more likely to see the dollar index is going lower. But is it will be continue forming support from the gold? I'm not so sure, to be honest. But I'm much more leaning to say that the gold market will be forming a ranging market. So let's see how it turns out. I'm much more leaning to say that the gold might be forming a ranging market at this moment of timing. So yeah, I will be leaning to say that the price might be facing some kind of resistance around 39, around that area. Okay, so remember everyone, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, follow us, and give us some support out of it. Remember that we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11 every single day. If you do have any question, just press the comment sections and you can just ask any questions at the bottom line. Even though right now we don't have much people, to be honest, but we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions. Every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11 every single day. If you do have any question, just press the comment sections. So yeah, I do think that the gold market, it's leaning to go back to the top. Yeah, 39 I guess is actually a really strong resistance and going back to the range. So the range I guess is around 29 to 28, around that area is the range lah. If we do need to be much more accurate, yeah, I think it's at 29 to 28. Yeah, around 29 to 28. So if we do short positions right here, I think we can actually just put stop loss and get back to this level. I think we can actually do it and try to make it back to the lower sides, because I do speculations that the price is actually much more leaning to do lower. So I think we can actually do short positions at around this level and get back to this level. Let's see the timing perspective. Yeah, I think we can actually do shorts if the price do really go back to 39. And let's see how it turns out. We can just try to do short positions at 3.5, 0.5 lot size, and put our stop loss maybe choose. So I think we can actually put our stop loss 47, I guess, and get back to this level. Okay, so let's see, can we get back to 39. If we do, I think we can actually do short positions afterwards. Let's see, I think we have a chance lah. 39, 40, around that area has a really big resistance area, and I do not think that the price might be going back any moment. So we'll be doing short positions on 39, and let's see how it turns out. If we do get 39, I guess we can actually get back towards on the lower sides. So 39, I think, yeah, 39 is actually quite alright. 38, 39. So once the price has been reaching through 39, we'll be doing short positions. Okay. So remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day, and we'll be doing short positions once the price has been reaching through 39, because I do speculations that the price might be forming a ranging continue. So 39, stop loss maybe put 70 pips and getting back to the between, so about 100 pips. The risk reward ratio is about 1.1 1.2, I guess. It's not around 1 to 2 risk, I mean 2 to 1 risk reward ratio should be around, I guess, 1 to 1.2 to 1.1.3, around that area. Okay. So remember everyone, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, follow us, and do remember we'll be continue doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to 10. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I do think the price might be forming a ranging level. So this might be a really good time to do trades once the price really reach back to the D9 area. So we'll be waiting for it. See, can we get back to it? Okay. So 0.5, if we do shots on 0.5 around this level, stop loss around 0.5, I think we can actually choose 350 and 500. So let's see, can we get this trade? But down, the bad part is about that the dollar index might be keep on going lower. If that's the case, we might be in some danger about it. So let's see, the crude oil market is actually reaching back towards on the lower sides. So yeah, I think the crude oil market is keep on going lower, reaching back And yeah, maybe reaching back towards this lower sides, so might be forming some kind of support area from here. But yeah, okay, so if you do have any questions, feel free to ask on the comment section below. And let's see. Ranging from here going up. This is the first, second, third. But yeah, let's see how it turns out. I do wanted to do shots on 39. If the price already give us 39, we can actually get back to this level, but hard to do trade. In the meantime, I don't really expect that the market will be going that much higher at this smaller time frame. Okay, so remember we'll be doing short positions at this level. So if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. Okay, so every day we'll be doing live streaming sessions from 10 to 11. If you do have any questions, just give us comment sections below. But I do think that GPUSD is actually quite okay to do long positions. So let's see, GBPUSD. I still really form supports going back. Seems like there's a really big, huge resistance area from here. I can say that this is a big resistance area from here. So thinking that the price might be changing back to this level and reaching back towards on the lower sides, maybe forming back some kind of support out of 1.355321. So if the price really go back to this level, I might be doing long positions, but it's quite a long shot, so I can say. So it's about 1.35324, 1.35324, around that area. 324, yeah, should be around this level. Yeah, let's see. Take some time, but I was planning to do short positions on 39, but seems like the price the one give us. If not, I think we can actually profit out of it. 39, planning to do shots, but can't give us, so right now we just need to wait for it and see how can we do about that. Okay, so if you do have any question, just give me a comment section below. Okay, so if you do have any question, just give me a link at the below, and I will be try to let you guys know more about it. Okay. Shit, was planning to do shots, but I don't think we can. Let's see, I do think the price might be reaching back towards on the lower side. Okay, was wanted to do short positions on 39, but I don't think we can actually get it right now. If the price still really reach back, I don't think I will be doing shorts anymore. So let's see. But anyway, I do think that the dollar index is much more likely to I think the GPUSD is much more leaning to go higher from what I can see right now. Price do not go back to the lower sides from here. Yeah, we do see that the price go lower, much more leaning to back and going back to the top sides. Didn't really expected that stronger. So it's kind of weird. But to be honest, I will be expectations that the EURUSD GPSD it's going higher. So dollar index is much more leaning to go back to the lower sides, but not so sure how it really affected gold. Silver is actually keep on going higher already because we do see that the price of silver is breaking back to the top sides. Even though yesterday we do see that the silver is actually showing some weakness, so you can see that starting on this is when I think this is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So Tuesday is actually giving us some signs that it's going weaker, but right now it's reaching back towards on the top sides as well. So silver, let's see, is there anything we can do about it? Okay, I think that price might be going back to the lower sides. I'm not so sure. Let's see on the higher time frame first. Higher time frame, yeah, it's much more leaning to go back to the top sides from the silver perspective. Forming some kind of big resistance area. Seems like there's not much volume out on the top. So yeah, seems like might be reaching back towards on the lower sides. So if that's the case, we might be seeing that the silver market might be reaching back towards on this level. 1441.15, 41.15 area. Yeah, I think the price might be reaching there. I was planning to do shots, but too bad we didn't really get it because I was planning to do shots around this level. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I'm correct. So sure, how can we trade? Okay, so we'll be ending our live streaming sessions for another 3 minutes. So if you do have any question, just leave a comment section below. Let me dot and give us some support out of it. And remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions like every single day from Monday to Friday. And we are actually planning to do short positions around 39, but we can't really get it. From what I'm expectations right now is that the gold market will be forming a ranging and actually digesting on this big impulse movement. So in this period of time, I speculations that the price should be forming a ranging from this moment of time, but dollar index will be continue going lower. So if you wanted to trade, the best trade scenario should be around GBPUSD and also EURUSD. Definitely the dollar index will be going lower because as I mentioned, we can see that the futures from DX is actually breaking through this damn low. So it's actually breaking through a new time low, not new time low lah, but I mean the major low, and the CFD is actually still remaining on this one. So from what I can see and expect is that it should be remaining and balancing out from any moment. So from that point, I do think that it's much more leaning to see that dollar index is going lower. So keep on doing short or long positions on EURUSD and GBPUSD and other pairings as well. So this is my my suggestions at this moment. Gold market will be forming a ranging. Was planning to do shorts on 29. I mean 39 to 40, but I didn't really get it. So remember, if everyone really interested on it, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. Should be around 11 now. 40, but I didn't really get it. So remember, if everyone really interested on it, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day. Okay, so we'll be ending our live streaming sessions now. Thank you for everyone joining, and really appreciate that some people do really come and watch it maybe sometime. So I think we might be might be finished on 50 minutes from this moment. So let's see. Yeah, I think we are actually correct. The dollar gold market will be forming a ranging level, but damn. 200 pips. Ay, shit. Okay, so we'll be ending our live streaming sessions now. So hopefully everyone do really give us a like, subscribe, and follow